the building drawing, the fifth unit. Okay, these two units will be having fourth unit is easy chapter, and the fifth unit, that is the building planning, has more weightage. So we'll be trying to refresh your concepts and will be going in detail. So we'll start the fourth unit, that is the cross section of the building. We'll try to understand the building structure first. Okay, the building structure is divided into two parts, that is substructure and superstructure. Okay, so if you can see here, there is a drawing. You can see the below portion, whichever that is below the ground. Okay, below the ground is called as substructure. The part of the building or structure is below the ground is called as substructure, and the structure which is above the ground level is called as ground. Above the ground is called superstructure. Okay, so these are the two structures. This is how this structure is divided into two parts, that is substructure and superstructure. Okay, so now we'll study the types of structure. See, the construction method are of two types, that is load bearing structure, okay, and RCC frame structure. Okay, so what is load bearing structure and what is RCC structure? Load bearing structure is structure in which the main walls, the main external and internal walls, okay, which are of more than 230 mm size. Compulsorily the size of this wall should be more than, or it should be equal to or more than 230 mm. Okay, it might be of 300 mm or it might be of 230 mm. Okay, these walls uh, take all the loads, take the loads from the slab. The slab transfers the load to these walls. In turn, these walls will transfer the load to the foundation, and foundation will dissipate the load to the larger area, or spread or transfer the load to the larger area. Okay, the main thing to be understood is whichever main walls are running around the which are running around the external surface or the internal of the building. Okay, these uh, walls are having foundation. Throughout the length of these walls below the ground, there will be a foundation to them. Okay, understand these things, that throughout this length of the main wall there will be a foundation. Okay, and the load is transferred by the walls to the foundation. Okay, that type of structure is called load bearing structure. And the frame structure is nothing but an RCC frame structure, where different components like beams and columns are used to transfer the load from the top slab surface to the subsurface. Okay, with the help of the columns and beams, okay, the load is transferred. The structure in which slab transfers the load to the beams, okay, and beams in turn transfers the loads to the um, columns, and column in turn will transfer the load to the beams, foundations, okay, to the foundations. Okay, so this type of structure is called as frame structure, where there is a network of frames connected to each other. Okay, and this will transfer the loads from the columns to the column footing. The footing which is, or the foundation which is provided for the frame structure is different than of that of load bearing structures. Okay, we'll try to differentiate, or okay, we'll try to find out the difference between these two types of structures. Okay, So if you see the trench of this foundation or the excavation method of this foundation, that is load bearing structure. Okay, if you see the plan of this structure, in this you can see a blue color walled plan where there are walls of internal dimension 5 meter by 5 meter. Okay, below this wall, along the whole length of this wall, below there will be a foundation. Okay, exactly below this there will be a foundation. Same way, if you see the 3D, an excavation trench is done. Okay, in which in this trench there will be a spread footing provided, over which above the plinth level walls will be raised. Okay, this is a basic idea for the excavation for the load bearing structure. Okay, when we come to the RC frame structures, okay, here there are no trenches. Okay, here there are excavation pits. If you see the plan at the right top, you can see there are red color markings done at every corner of that plan. That is in red color. These are nothing but these are columns. Okay, these columns are been marked where the position of the footings will be provided. Okay, position of footings will be done. So below exactly this column there will be a column footing. We will not be providing a trench all around the walls. Okay, here because the load is not taken by the walls and transferred to the footings, here the columns will be taking the loads and they will be transferring the load. So we will be transferring the loads from the column to the foundations. Here the walls will be acting like partition walls. Okay, this is the difference between the excavation between the two types of structures. So when we try to understand the various components of the load bearing structures, okay, what are the things in the load bearing structure? If you see, this diagram is nothing but a schematic representation of the load bearing structures. Okay, where we'll find out the different components of it and we'll see the cross section here. Okay, if you see at the below a gray color, if you can see that it is a bed concrete, the lowest part. Okay, you can see a bed concrete here, right? Lowest most portion bed concrete will be provided of a plain bed concrete of any ratios. Okay, the mostly the thickness is around 150 mm to 200 mm. Okay, then there will be a foundations. As the height of the foundation will be very high and we want to transfer the load to a larger areas, we will try to divide this whole footing into various steps. If you can see here, now divide this foundation into two footings, that is two steps. Okay, you can call it as two steps or two footings. Okay, and above this there will be a plinth which will be the above the ground, Why this plinth is provided? Plinth is provided to restrict the water entering from the ground level coming into the house or into the building. So this plinth has been provided. Above this plinth, a damp proof course will be provided of a cement concrete of a size around 150 50 mm to 100 mm depending upon its requirements. Okay, so that it obstructs the water coming up into the walls from the foundations. Due to the moisture content into the soil and in the foundation, it should not raise and come into your walls. To restrict that, we are providing a damp proof course above which there will be a wall constructed. Okay, this is how the load bearing structure is constructed in the foundation. Okay, you can see here, this is the foundation for the RCC frame structure. Here there will not be a trench, there will be a pit, as we have discussed earlier. So here there will be a column footing for single columns. This is not combined together and it is not running along the length. Okay, this will be for all separate columns. There will be column footing, okay, over which column will be raised, and at the above the ground level there will be a plinth beam. Okay, above the ground it will be having a plinth beam. Okay, if you can see that the plinth beam is connecting to the columns. Okay, it will be connecting to the columns above the ground level. Okay, this beam is nothing but a plinth beam. Okay, you have might understand the difference between these two foundations, where the load from the slab will be transferred to the beams, and in turn the beams will transfer the load to this column. Okay, and column will transfer the load to the here in this case the load will be transferred, okay, to the columns, and column will transfer the load to the foundation. Okay, in the same case the load coming from the walls will be transferred to the plinth beams, and plinth beam will transfer the load to the again to the columns only. So this way the column, all the loads is transferred to the column, and column in turn will transfer the load to the foundation. Okay, so we have understood the different two types of structure in which construction is done, and we have understood the difference in the foundations of these two types of structure.